Today we are checking out something really crazy in the studio, and this could very well be the most powerful yet portable power bank that has ever existed on planet Earth. This is the CUKTECH P01 power bank, which comes with 40,000 mAh of battery, and it has a total output of up to 300 watts. Now this is super crazy, and we are going to find out how well it works for us. Now let's take it out of the box and find out how portable it is despite having that huge 40,000 mAh battery. Now this is the CUKTECH P01. As you can see, it has a really cute design. It looks like a portable power station that you usually buy for camping and all. But guys, this is just for you to charge your devices that charges over USB. So on the front, you get two USB-C ports, two USB-A ports, and on top, you get a wireless charging pad that outputs up to 20 watts of power. Now, since it supports up to a maximum 300 watt power, there is no compromise when using each of these ports when charging your devices. And on the back here, what you see is actually a cooling vent. Now, this power bank comes with a PWM fan that adjusts by itself according to how much it needs to cool down the device, because it outputs at a maximum 300 watts, so it's going to get really hot, which is why it even has a built-in cooling fan for it. Now, in terms of the charging specs, I'm not going to read out there, but then basically every of its USB ports have its own charging rates, which I'll leave it right here for you guys to take a look, because it's going to be a long talk if I were to talk about it. Now, what I am actually very impressed here is that it has this really big display here. So there's a button here, which is actually hidden very well with this CUKTECH logo here. And you basically get the battery levels of this power bank. It is now at 94%. And on top, you will see that there is a wireless charging icon. And if I double tap on this, there is a hub indicator, because this thing can be essentially used as a USB hub for a laptop. So imagine if you're charging like really thin and light ultrabook that doesn't have a lot of USB-C ports, you can basically use these two USB-A ports as a USB port like your laptop. So you can connect pen drives, USB keyboards and mice, but it only works at USB 2.0, which I think is sufficient for most people out there that doesn't have a lot of ports on their laptop. So after seeing all these features, let's find out whether this power bank is capable of charging our devices at their maximum charging rate. So we have 5 devices right here that's ready to be charged by the CUKTECH P01 power bank. We have the Acer Swift Edge, which goes up to 90 watts. We have the S23 Ultra, which goes up to 45 watts. We have the Xiaomi 12 Pro, which goes up to 120 watts. And yes, this power bank supports Xiaomi's fast charging protocol. We have the iPhone 14 Pro, which we are going to wireless charge it. And finally, we have the Infinix Note 30 Pro, which we are just going to charge it as usual with an 18 watt charging rate with its USB cable here. And now let's try to plug in and see what is the wattage that it goes up. So first, let's do it with the Infinix Note 30 Pro. I'm just going to plug in this cable. So basically this port supports up to 22.5 watts of charging output, and we're going to continue doing it. Let's just press on the power. Let's do it on my laptop. So this is a 100 watt USB-C port. It goes up to maximum 100 watts. And the third one goes to the S23 Ultra. So this port basically is the most powerful port of all the 4, because it supports up to 140 watts. So if you use a MacBook Pro and all that, you will be able to take advantage of this USB-C port. So let's insert it into our S23 Ultra. As you can see, it is super fast charging right now. And we are going to plug in our Xiaomi 12 Pro. So there we go. We have 120 watts max. And finally, we are just going to put the iPhone 14 Pro on top of the CUKTECH P01. And let it reset for a bit. It's going to reset for a while because it's changing the charging protocols. And look at the wattage that we are getting right now. We are having 83 watts of power charging all these 5 devices. So all of them are charging as far as I'm seeing here. So yep, we have reached 109 watts, 111. 125, that's amazing. And there you go, guys. We are going to hit the peak. We are reaching 150 watts now, right? Slightly dropping, and that is normal for a power bank to be like this, but you already get the idea. This power bank doesn't compromise power at all when charging all 5 devices at the same time. Now, as you can see, we managed to hit a maximum charging output of 150 watts, and that is still a far cry from the advertised 300 watts, and that's because I do not have the required devices to fully get to its maximum peak power. But imagine if you have 2 laptops charging at the same time, it can really easily reach 200 watts of power without any compromises at all. And at 40,000 mAh battery, it's going to last a couple of charges for you, and I think that is really amazing. At this time of shooting, I do not have any global pricing details and availability, but a quick check online, we found out that CUKTECH has actually listed this power bank as a pre-sale item on Chinese e-commerce website Jingdong, which retails at around 839 Chinese yen, and we expect this price to go up right after that because it is actually a pre-sale price. So that converts to around 550 ringgit, and I think that is actually a very reasonable asking price compared to some other 100 watt USB PD power banks out there, and I think this is going to be a really great investment if you have a lot of devices and you want to charge them at their full charging speed with no compromises. So yeah, that's a quick look and a review at the CUKTECH P01 40,000 mAh power bank. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Would you get a power bank like this? Just let me know as well. Alright, so that's all for today's video. Thank you very much for watching, and make sure you get subscribed to the channel for more tech videos like this, and I'll see you guys in the next one.